On our Module 3 Remote Learners page, you're going to need to download these two documents, White Plains Letter, the money picture, and then we're going to use these instructions called the White Plains Letter instructions. So the first instruction tells you to download those two documents. So I have the White Plains Letter document open. First thing I'm going to do is file and save as into my Module 3 folder. And change it to White Plains Letter with my initials. Then I'm going to start with instruction number 3. Typing in the information just as it is on the instructions. I've got that information in there. It says to have 0-point spacing after, so I'm going to select that heading, line spacing options, change the spacing after to 0, so it tightens it up. Then we want to change the format of the font for our first line. So the first line, White Plains Bank, is going to be Britannic font, size 26. The next 3 lines are going to be size 14, Century Gothic font. So now we have that heading typed in there with the formatting that we want. With your insertion point after the phone number, we are going to go to Insert, and we are going to insert our photo that we downloaded. So Pictures, and then Picture from File. And that money photo should be in your folder where you saved it. And you'll insert your photo that way. Now we're going to do a lot of adjusting to this photo. So the first thing we're going to do is change the position. So we want the position to be up here in the top right corner. So I'm going to, with my picture selected, go to the Picture Format tab and change our position to top right corner. Remember, if you hover over any of these options, it'll tell you the explanation. So position in the top right corner with square text wrapping is the one that we want. Moves it to the top right corner. Next, step 7, we want to change the height to 1.15. And notice it automatically adjusts the width to 1.17, which is what we want. Then we are going to change the corrections to 40 contrast and plus 40 brightness and plus 40 contrast, so the bottom right corner. And then under artistic effects, we want to choose the plastic wrap option. So you may need to hover over them until you find the plastic wrap option. Next, we want to use this style option, the style section here. Drop that down, and we want the reflected rounded rectangle. So if you hover over these, you could see the different options. And we want the third one from the right in the top row, reflected rounded rectangle. So that is how we want our picture to look. Step 11, we want to change this format so that this is formatted like a business letter. So first thing we need to do is it should be all left aligned. So align it to the left. Next, I'm going to change this to today's date. And then we want to make sure we have a space between every paragraph. So we have a space between every paragraph. Then finally, we don't want any indentation, everything to the left. So we have a couple indents. I'm going to take that first line indent and drag it over to the far left. So now it is formatted like a business letter. I'm also going to remove some space up here at the top. And that should be enough. I'm also going to adjust a little bit here so that we have a space after sincerely. And then we should have 3 spaces after sincerely. in order to print this out and have Mark Jacobson sign right there. So that is what business formatting looks like for a letter, and how we can change font and change some graphic design.